How's it going, droplets? Welcome back to another fresh day in hell. I think we've all seen this video.
I'd personally rather listen to podcasts than even listen to a fiction book because it's based in reality. I could be learning something.
So she ridicules people that read fiction books. Says, "What did you learn? It had dragons, blah, blah, blah." One of the first things you learn when you become a teacher is that everybody in the world, no exceptions, everybody learns differently. Whether that's auditory, verbally, kinetically, a combination of all three. It's the same with reading. Some people retain information better when it's presented to them in a certain way. Fiction, nonfiction. Fiction has a unique way of putting historical fact into perspective for people. I'm going to go out on a limb and say every single writer has a message trying to send to their reader. Those are called themes. And themes can teach you things. For example, 1984 was about the government making things up, doing things not based in fact, and the consequences of that. There's a lot more to it. I'm oversimplifying it. And when you read books like that, you can kind of start seeing the signs of authoritarianism around the world and know when things are wrong. You can even learn from a comic book. The Last Ronin. It's about Ninja Turtles. Giant turtles fighting oppression. More than that, it's teaching about grief. The whole story is about grief and overcoming it, accepting help when you need it. Things a lot of people can't quite grasp when they're just told to do that. It's like telling someone who's depressed, well, stop being sad. It's not how it works. When things are put in perspective, it helps people learn. You can get a lot out of the book about Oppenheimer, learn how he created the most devastating weapon known to man, and you can regurgitate that information, but you might not quite understand the ramifications of what that means. But when you read it in fiction, when you get attached to certain characters and you see the horror and the torment they go through, the struggles they live through, it clicks for some people. If you've read Dune or seen the Dune movie, you might think it's just about some kid who lost his family and seeks revenge on the people that killed his family. No, it's about a guy manipulating an entire group of people into doing his bidding, only for them to eventually fight his wars and eventually after that be eradicated. It's about not trusting the most charismatic person in the room. Question everything. Read fiction. Yes, it can be a form of entertainment, but books are there to teach you something. There's always an underlying story. So when you say, "What did you learn?" Lots of things. Anyway, that's my rant. It's people like that that are the reason we're losing the Department of Education. See you guys in the next one.